which is now becoming the focal point of the investigation that is being carried out by the Central Bureau of Investigation. Let's take you through what is this 40-minute mystery that we are talking about, where the body that was found around 9:30 in the morning, and thereafter the call that went from the Tala police station to the Tala police station was around 10:10 in the morning. So what really happened in those 40 minutes? The 60-minute delay, let's first begin with that. 9:30 in the morning on 9th of August is when body of Abhaya was found by Dr. Soumitra Roy. In fact, the body was found in a motionless state. Let's just take you through the entire details, and this is exactly what's happening, ladies and gentlemen, and the big question that emerges. This is the RG Kar hospital that we have put it on our screens right now. Within a distance of just about a few kilometers away is the Tala police station, and which is a travel time of roughly about 5 minutes. It's only about 1 kilometer, and there is also an outpost, the outpost which is attached with the RG Kar hospital. 9:30 in the morning is when Dr. Soumitra Roy found Abhaya's body. In fact, Dr. Soumitra Roy has also informed RG Kar senior doctors. Now, this is what Kolkata police themselves have admitted, that this is the timeline, 9:30 in the morning. Let's take you through the other details of it. The first call that was received by the Tala police station from the outpost, which is attached to the RG Kar hospital, was around 10:10 in the morning, which is 40 minutes after the body was found by Dr. Soumitra Roy. So received the first call from RG Kar police outpost, a diary entry that is made by the police, the diary entry by the Tala police station. Police officers immediately thereafter leave for the RG Kar hospital, which was around 10:10 in the morning. So that's about 40 minutes after the body was found. So what happens between 10:10 and 10:30 in the morning? Tala police station officers reached the spot around 10:30 in the morning. This is when the scene of the crime was secured. So the body is found around 9:30. 10:30 is when the police officers reach, and the scene of crime is essentially secured an hour later. So was the scene of crime perhaps tampered with? That's the investigation area that we are looking at. Let's take you through the other details of the investigation that has been carried out so far. Now, the entire issue raises the eyebrows as the West Bengal police officials reached the crime scene an hour after the body of Abhaya was found in the RG Kar hospital. The crime scene, in fact, was sealed by the police an hour later, while over a dozen people were already inside the chest seminar room of the RG Kar hospital. So we're talking about the scene of crime, which should have been sealed immediately. And there are unanswered questions. Question number one: if there is an outpost, police outpost attached with the RG Kar hospital, why exactly were the officers not present and perhaps secured the crime scene, which is of utmost importance? Why keep it unattended for almost an hour and wait till the senior officers come in around 10:30? So you have an hour-long gap before the scene of crime is essentially secured. Let's now take you to the other details that are basically emerging. That the third breaking news now coming in, and then we'll go through all the three breaking news now coming in. The third breaking news is about Dr. Sandip Ghosh, the principal of RG Kar hospital. This is another area that the CBI is looking at, whether at all Dr. Sandip Ghosh had any role to play in those 40 minutes delay that we're talking about. The body being found at 9:30, 10:10 is when the outpost calls up Tala police station. So what really happened in those 40 minutes? The CBI suspects that there were certain phone calls that were allegedly received by Dr. Sandip Ghosh. They are investigating at this point in time. They haven't come to any sort of conclusion whether at all there were any phone calls that were made. Did it come from someone outside the hospital? Was it from inside the hospital? This is a subject of investigation right now. That is the reason why the call data records are now being examined by the CBI. They're looking at whether at all there are any calls that were received, and also talking about the delay that has taken place, whether at all there were certain instructions that were basically given by Dr. Sandip Ghosh to the other doctors who were present there. Sources within the CBI have now essentially confirmed that one of the doctors on duty have testified before the Central Bureau of Investigation that yes, Dr. Sandip Ghosh was actually informed about the body being found and the nature of injuries that were sustained by Abhaya. Let me also go across to our senior editor, Mayuk, who's joining us from the Republic Bangla newsroom, and we'll go through all the breaking news now coming in. Let's put across the entire timeline. The breaking news number one is about the delay. So, Mayuk, let's focus on the delay that we are talking about while we once again take our viewers through breaking number one, that is with regards to the 40-minute mystery. The first body being found around 9:30 in the morning, and 10:10 is when the outpost gives a call to Tala police station.
Well, Shravan, if you go through the timeline, just to give a brief idea to our viewers and India, Tala police station is just 1 kilometer from Arjikar Hospital. And if you take the backside road from Arjikar Hospital, it takes around 4 to 5 minutes. That also, if a cop's bike comes, it takes hardly 2 to 3 minutes. So this is the distance from where the police was coming in. Why 40 minutes for the police to come? And secondly, the Arjikar outpost, that means 24/7 the cops stay, the cops give duty in front of the Arjikar hospital gate where the central police have been deployed right now. Then why this delay in going upstairs in the third floor and then registering a case, registering a GD, and instantly calling the Tala police station officers on the spot? This becomes one of the biggest mysteries. What happened in this 40 minutes? We know about the golden hour, the golden period to save someone's life. Is this a golden period to tamper the evidences? Was that a golden period to delete all necessary clues from the seminar room? And most importantly, was the crime scene specifically the seminar room or the body was taken to the seminar room? Because a lot of missing links are there, and this first breaking missing link is one of the biggest missing links. What happened in this 40 minutes? That the whole India wants to know right now, because Kolkata police, we are getting in from our sources that Kolkata police was actually investigating why it took so much time for the hospital authorities to inform the police what was Sandip Ghosh doing. Strangely, Kolkata police did not write all these things in their case submission to the Supreme Court. However, CBI, what our CBI sources are saying, CBI is deeply investigating this 40 minutes of missing link that can actually reveal a lot of things, and that's why we have already broken that the security guard of the Kolkata, the Arjikar hospital have also been summoned, and their polygraph test was also conducted.
Well, let's now take our focus to the other aspect of this entire investigation that's being carried out by the Central Bureau of Investigation. It is about the securing of the crime scene. Ladies and gentlemen, why it becomes the crucial aspect of any investigation, because that's when perhaps tampering of evidence becomes a possibility. And that's the reason why the CBI are now looking at whether at all the crime scene was tampered with. It is about 1 hour that we're talking about, from the time the body was found till about the time the crime scene was secured. In fact, this is what Kolkata police has confirmed, that it was around 10:30 in the morning that the scene of crime was secured, and they say it is to prevent any contamination. This is the claim that has been made by the Kolkata police, but you've already lost crucial 1 hour time. What we are being told is that during this period, there were enough number of people who were present at the scene of crime. While there are multiple pictures that are doing rounds, we are not putting out any of those pictures because this hasn't been verified by any of our sources within the Central Bureau of Investigation. So we are avoiding putting out any pictures. But viewers, what you need to know is that between 9:30 to about 10:30, that's when the scene of crime perhaps was left unattended. Questions that Mayuk, only Kolkata police can answer, whether at all they had anyone from the outpost present at the scene of crime. And if the person from the outpost was present, why were measures not taken to ensure that the entire area is completely cordoned off?
Well, Shawan, I was looking into the aspect of the specific people standing there. We have seen visuals where there were lots of people standing, and they had nothing to do with this case investigation. Neither there was the principal standing. Curiously, the principal was the first person who was informed what you told us viewers, and secondly, there were people who were just not attached with RG Hospital. There were data entry operators from Kolkata National Medical College. There was the lawyer of Sandip Ghosh standing there, and in fact there were other people from the hospital. It was like a party scene where lots of people were there standing, taking pictures, laughing. We can see the visuals also, and that is disturbing because of the fact that the whole area was unprotected. Though the Kolkata police is saying that the area was cordoned off at 10:30 a.m. in the morning, but that too was not very watertight protection or watertight cordoning off, because of the fact that we have seen earlier visuals where the seminar room was not completely locked. The seminar room was kept open. Half of it, the DC Central of Kolkata Police said earlier that 40 feet area was covered, and 11 feet area was left because of the fact that lots of people may come and go. Why this lots of people may come and go angle is coming up? Because of the fact that if a crime is happening in a particular room, then it's a standard operating procedure to lock the entire room, because the criminal might have used the doors, his footprints, his fingerprints maybe in the door, and there might be some valuable evidences that can be there, which can be tampered after hundreds of people are entering or going out. We have seen visuals, fresh visuals coming in where there were police officers coming after much delayed response was there from the police officers. So these are the things which is actually the missing link in this entire case, Shravan.
Well, in fact, now it brings to the third part of our breaking news, Mayuk, with regards to the role of Dr. Sandip Ghosh, principal of RG Kaur Hospital. I'm told by my sources within the Central Bureau of Investigation that the role of Dr. Sandip Ghosh in those 40 minutes is something that they are looking at. Number one, whether at all calls were received by Dr. Sandip Ghosh. That is the reason why the CDR is being examined. The other is the testimony of a doctor on duty who has now told the Central Bureau of Investigation that Dr. Sandip Ghosh was told about the nature of injuries sustained by Abhaya. So were there any calls, were there any instructions that were given by Dr. Sandip Ghosh? Now that's another area of investigation. Mayuk, if you can hear me.
Yes, Shravan, Sandip Ghosh, this man has time and again been questioned, and he's still inside the CBI office in Kolkata. This is his 15th day of interrogation. His polygraph test has also been done. The CBI investigators are primarily asking him why he said a lie. He told some shoddy things about that morning. We are yet to ascertain whether this first-year PGD student who first saw the body at 9:30 a.m. Whether this was the exact time, because this first-year PGT student has time and again been contacted, but he's not coming in front of camera. The hospital authority, completely under the leadership of Sandip Ghosh, may have done something which may have tampered the evidences, because of the fact that what we are knowing is, one, Sandip Ghosh knew from the first minute that this kind of thing has happened. Sandip Ghosh is a professor. Sandip Ghosh is the head of this hospital. So Sandip Ghosh, with his clinical eye, could not ascertain that this can be a case of sexual harassment. This can be a case of sexual atrocity. A half-naked body was found in the seminar room, is what the police said. Sandip Ghosh, at 9:30, when he was informed, what did he do for the next 60 minutes? What did he do for the next 40 minutes? Is it because of the fact that Sandip informed someone in the health ministry, Sandip informed his lawyers, Sandip informed forensic demonstrators to come, is the reason why we have seen visuals where a lot of people, over 24 people, are standing in the seminar room. Is this because this crowd came under the instruction of Sandip Ghosh?
Well, thank you very much, Mayuk, for getting us the latest details as the investigation now hinges on what really happened in those 40 minutes. Were there calls that were made for the alleged cover-up, or was there something more that has happened within those 40 minutes? That's the focal point of the entire investigation. Now, shifting focus to the other big story coming in from Kerala. On the other side, we get you this exclusive interview with the actor who deposed before the Hema panel. In fact, questions now being raised as to why exactly did Pinarayi Vijayan's government not act when the report was submitted, and finally an SIT being formed only after it was made public. Well, the Me Too movement in Kerala has raised some very uncomfortable questions about the inaction on the part of Kerala government. Ladies and gentlemen, when the Hema panel report was submitted before the government almost a year ago, the government only looked into the recommendations that were made and no focus was put on the criminality. This after scores of evidence that was gathered over a period of time and was submitted before the Pinarayi Vijayan government. Let's just take you through some of the allegations that have been leveled and those who are under the scatter. We'll also try and see if we can still go across to the interview that has been done by my colleague Ashwin. But before that, let's just quickly take you through the details of this case. Actor Dilip, remember, was the first to have been arrested back in the year 2017. He was accused in 2017 actress attack case. Edavela Babu, another actor, case that was filed against him on 28th of August 2024, accused by Meenu Munir. We'll take you through the others who have been named. Noble production controller accused by actor Meenu Munir, case that was filed on August 20th, 2024. Mukesh, remember, that's the CPM legislator against whom action hasn't been taken as yet. In fact, the state secretariat, there was a meeting that took place about the future of Mukesh Pradesh CPM leader, accused by actor Meenu Munir. Let's take you through the others coming in. Jayasuriya, against whom this morning an FIR was also registered. This is the second FIR that we are looking at. Case that was filed on 29th of August. VK Prakash, director, accused by a script writer. His case was filed on 29th of August. Let's take you through the others who have been named so far. Babu Raj, actor, accused by a young actor. Case that was filed on 30th of August. And then you have actor producer Raju, accused by actor Meenu Munir. 29th of August is when the case was actually registered. So in the last few days itself, we're looking at least about 10 FIRs that have already been registered. So the question is, why exactly did the government not act in the past? Siddiq, former Amma General Secretary, accused by Revati Sampath, who spoke to Republic TV a few days ago. Again, case that was filed against him on 28th of August. And Ranjit, director, former Kerala State Chalchitra Academy chairperson, against whom a case has also been registered. Final, there are a few others who have also accused Ranjit, that is by Sri Lakshmi and V.S. Chandrasekharai, former KPCC Legal Aid Cell chairman and president of the Lawyers Congress State Committee, the case that was filed on 29th of August. So you're looking about a dozen cases that have already been registered. But the larger question that emerges right now is, why exactly did the government really not act on it? Let me bring in my colleague Ashwin, who's joining us on this broadcast. Ashwin, you just now spoke to one member who had deposed before the HEMA panel. While perhaps it's going to take a little bit of time before we play out that interview, just the big takeaways of the interview that has been done by you.
Shravan, in fact, this actress it's a very popular actress. In fact, a superstar who has acted in multiple film industries. She had taken, she left the career at a peak and came back for the second stint. What she told, that when I came back, nothing has changed. Only technology has changed, but the mindset of the people within the industry remained the same. Then she also went on to say that she came back and was before the committee only for her sisters, and she was looking at a long-term impact that this can do. She also said that there has been rampant inequalities which she has seen, where she also spoke about just for a payment which was due to them, they would be made to wait for hours and hours. Meanwhile, other artists who are men are easily given everything what they need. Even basic food facilities, which she was speaking to me. In fact, what she was saying in the early days, even food was scanty. She used to carry biscuits, milk biscuits, and that was the entire food that she used to have, because even that was not provided properly. So she had revealed many such things. She is very disappointed because she also is a lawyer. She is disappointed that the government, despite having the content of this report, did not act on it and sat for over 4.5 years. She is disappointed also by the fact that that certain actions that could have been taken, a tribunal could have been set up by the government. It didn't happen for 5 years. She's also extremely disappointed, Chavan, that she was not even given a copy of the entire statement that she has given.
Thank you. Thank you, Ashwin, for getting us the latest details. Unfortunately, we could not play out that interview of the actor who's deposed before the HEMA panel, making some sensational allegations. We'll play that out in a short while from now. That's all that we could pack in this edition of This Is Exclusive. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time with more exclusive stories.
मैं कहने तो नहीं चाहता, 9 साल को रेप का तो बहुत तजर्बा है, उनसे आगे पूछ सकते हैं कि कैसे होता है रेप, तो लोगों को समझाया जाए कि रेप कैसे होता है। मैं कहने तो नहीं चाहता, 9 साल को रेप का तो बहुत तजर्बा है, उनसे आगे पूछ सकते हैं कि कैसे होता है रेप, तो लोगों को समझाया जाए कि रेप कैसे होता है।
उनको कैसे तजुर्बा है?
तजर्बा जैसे होता है, आप अगर साइकिल चलाते हैं तो साइकिल चलाने का तजर्बा नहीं होता, तो उनको रेप का तजर्बा है। मैं कहना तो नहीं चाहता, 9 साल को रेप का तो बहुत तजर्बा है, उनसे आगे पूछ सकते हैं कि कैसे होता है रेप, तो लोगों को समझाया जाए कि रेप कैसे होता है।
उनको कैसे तजर्बा है?
तजर्बा जैसे होता है, आप अगर साइकिल चलाते हैं तो साइकिल चलाने का तजर्बा नहीं होता, तो उनको रेप का तजर्बा है।
गंगा जी गाड़ी के पास रुके ना, गंगा जी गाड़ी के पास रुके ना, गंगा जी गंगा जी गाड़ी के पास रुके, गंगा जी गाड़ी के पास रुके ना, गंगा जी गाड़ी के पास रुके ना, गंगा जी गंगा जी गाड़ी के पास रुके।
EAM's clear snub to Pakistan's SCO invite.
I think the era of uninterrupted dialogue with Pakistan is over.
Terror and talks won't go together. Debating tonight at 8 p.m.
Presented by Royal Global University. Northeast can't wait. Pado kuch bano.
Big move by Himanta government. Assam Assembly amends rule that allows adjournment for namaz. Big development in anti-cigarette cases. Delhi court says there is enough ground to proceed against accused Jagdish Tytler. TMC government again in the dock as junior doctors at Medinipur Medical College allege severe ragging by TMC student leaders. In the backdrop of SCO summit, External Affairs Minister Jaishankar talks tough against Pakistan, says era of uninterrupted dialogue over. As charges of sexual harassment fly thick and fast, fresh cases filed against Jaisurya and Ranjit in Bollywood.
Presented by Royal Global University. Northeast can't wait. Pado kuch bano.
Welcome back. There's a big move in Assam where the speaker has decided, as per rules, that the break that the assembly proceedings took for Friday prayers of namaz are not going to happen now. Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has welcomed the move, calling it productive or boosting productivity and an end of another colonial era practice. But then the move is already eliciting response with the opposition, slamming it as aimed at targeting the Muslim community legislators, even as the BJP says that this is about secular ethos and only one community's sentiments cannot be pandered to. Let's listen to those reactions coming in.
नमाज पे कोई रुकावट नहीं ला सकता। ये टाइम असेंबली में थोड़ा टाइम दिया था नमाज के लिए, आज से उठा दिया है, कोई बात नहीं। जो लोग नमाज में जाएगा ऐसे ही जाएगा, तो ये कोई बड़ा मुद्दा नहीं है। और हमारा जो सीएम साहब है वो तो हिंदुत्व का पूरा ब्रांड बनना चाहता है, ज्योति आदित्यनाथ का ऊपर जाना चाहता है, इसलिए ऐसा मैसेज वो देने के लिए ये सब हरकत करते हैं। तो ये कोई मसला नहीं है, ये कोई बड़ा मुद्दा नहीं है। नमाज में कोई रुकावट नहीं ला सकता। टाइम असेंबली में देता है तो भी नमाज जो अदा करेगा करेगा, और जो नहीं देगा तो भी अदा करेगा।
That was Congress MLA Abdur Rahim Ahmed, and the AIUDF has also reacted, slamming the move of the Assam speaker. Let's listen in.
देखिए हमारा आसाम के सीएम साहब जो है उनको सिर्फ एक कम्युनिटी को टारगेट करके पता नहीं उनको क्या मज़ा आता है। हालांकि उनको कुछ हासिल नहीं होगा, इससे कुछ फ़ायदा नहीं होगा। लास्ट इलेक्शन में अयोध्या में भी फ़ायदा नहीं हुआ, बनारस में भी मोदी जी हारते हारते जीत गए, तो इससे तो कुछ फ़ायदा होने का नहीं। अब आसाम में ये था कि आसाम विधानसभा में अभी भी हम लोग मुस्लिम 30 एमएलए हम लोग है, तो 126 में हम लोग 30 मुसलमान एमएलए हैं। तो ये पहले से चला आता है कि जो फ्राइडे है, फ्राइडे को 9 o'clock से विधानसभा शुरू होता है, 11:30 में उसको एडजर्न करके फिर 2 बजे से फिर शुरू होता है, 12 o'clock से फिर 2 बजे से शुरू होता है, 2 घंटा। अब चूँकि मुस्लिम एमएलएज है उनका जो हम लोग जुमे के लिए चले जाते हैं, तो यहाँ जो मेंबर्स का जो हमारा होता है हम उसमें पार्टिसिपेट नहीं कर पाते, इसीलिए पहले से चला आ रहा था, तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं था क्या है। और हालांकि खाने पीने के लिए भी छुट्टी होती है, विधानसभा तो खाने पीने के लिए भी बीच में इस तरह एडजर्न हो जाते हैं। लेकिन ये रूल्स कमेटी वाले बैठ के इसको डिसीजन लिया है कि अगला सेशन जो होगा, आज भी फ्राइडे हम नमाज़ पढ़ के आए हैं। देखिए हमारा नमाज कोई मुख्यमंत्री हमारे नमाज को नहीं छीन सकते, हम तो नमाज को जाएंगे। मुस्लिम एमएलए फ्राइडे को जुमे के लिए जाएंगे, मतलब हुआ कि वो जो 1.5-2 घंटे का टाइम है, कोई भी मुसलमान एमएलए यहाँ नहीं रहेंगे, जो कोई बिल होगा कुछ भी होगा एक तरफा पास कर लेंगे, यही शायद उनका वो है। अब मुख्यमंत्री अपने फेलियर को ढकने के लिए ये सब अगर करना चाहते हैं करे वो, लेकिन हम तो नमाज पढ़ने जाएंगे ही अपना।
Namaz is not stopped. In fact, what the change of rules says is that assembly proceedings would continue because, remember, there are legislators from other communities also, and that of course happens across the country. But moving on to Bengal, where horrors when it comes to crimes against women are not stopping. Reports came in that as many as 7 rapes happened in the last 48 hours of minors in the state of Bengal. And amidst all this, even as we have been crying for justice for Abhaya, a report emerged from the Medinipur Medical College where students made a direct charge against a Trinamool student wing leader who happens to be close to Sandip Ghosh, the principal of the former principal of the Arjikar hospital, that he was indulging in ragging, even asking women students to carry out item song numbers for him during ragging. It does not stop in Bengal. Let's look at these developments.
Amid unprecedented scenes of protests and defiance on the streets of Bengal over the rape and murder at Arjikar, another shocker has come to light. Female junior doctors at the state-run Medinipur Medical College hospital have come out alleging depraved excesses in the name of ragging. The protesting junior doctors allege that influential Trinamool student leader Mustafizur Rahman and his henchmen forced the women on campus to dance to an item song.
এই ইউনিট আমাদের ক্লাসে এন্টার করে, দরজা বন্ধ করে দেয়, আর এই মুস্তাফিজুর রহমান মালিক আসে, এর চেলা চামুন্ডা যারা আছে সবাই ওখানে আসে, আর যা তা ভাবে র্যাগিং নেওয়া হয়। আমাদের মেয়েদেরকে কোনো সম্মান করা হয় না, সবারই সামনে পাবলিকলি হ্যারাস করা হয়, ওপেনলি হ্যারাস করা হয়। যে কি হয়, আমাদের অডি আছে, ওখানে একটা স্টেজের মধ্যে একটা স্টুডেন্টকে স্টেজে তোলা হয়, তার মুখের মধ্যে প্রত্যেকটা লাইট থাকে, আর বাকি পুরো অডিটোরিয়াম পুরো অন্ধকার থাকে। ওরা নেশা করে খেয়ে আসে, ওরা নেশা ওই পরিস্থিতিতে থেকে ওরা ওখান থেকে নিচে থেকে মাইক নিয়ে বলে আইটেম সং চালাচ্ছি, তুই ডান্স কর।
In another damning charge, the student doctors claimed that the accused TMC Neta has close links to former Arjikar principal Sandip Ghosh. Threatening bigger protests if the accused and his henchmen were not expelled from the campus, the doctors claimed he put out images of the women on campus who marched for Abhaya. In the face of sustained pressure from protesting students, the hospital authorities issued a temporary ban on the entry of Mustafizur and his henchmen to the campus.
তো যে কমপ্লেন করেছে আমরা বলেছিলাম যে আমরা তাহলে রিটেন কমপ্লেনগুলো তোমরা দাও, দেওয়ার পর তাহলে যেটা হচ্ছে কলেজ কাউন্সিল পুনরায় বসবে, কলেজ কাউন্সিল পুনরায় বসে ব্যাপারটা যেটা হচ্ছে যে যাদের এগেনস্টে কমপ্লেন তাদেরকে ডাকা হবে এবং ব্যাপারটা ইনভেস্টিগেশন করে দেখা হবে এবং অ্যাপ্রোপ্রিয়েট স্টেপ নেওয়া হবে। রিগার্ডিং মুস্তাফিজুর যেটা হচ্ছে ওরা যেটা প্রিন্সিপাল ম্যাডাম বললেন যে ওরা আমাদের কাছে খুব কমপ্লেন বেশি আছে, এবং টিল ফার্দার অর্ডার আমরা যেটা হচ্ছে যে কেউ হসপিটাল ক্যাম্পাসে না থাকে সেটা আমরা রিকোয়েস্ট করেছিলাম, কিন্তু এখন এই প্র্যাকটিক্যাল সিচুয়েশনে যেটা হচ্ছে।
The hospital authorities also gave an assurance in writing that they will look into the grave charges against the Trinamool student leader and his associates.
তাতে ওরা বলছে সিকিউরিটি অফিসার কম, সিসিটিভি কম, সেগুলো আমরা রেকটিফাই করছি। সিসিটিভি আরও আনাচ্ছি, হেলথ ডিপার্টমেন্টকে আমরা জানিয়েছি যে আমাদের আরও কোথায় কোথায় সিসিটিভি লাগবে। তারপর আমাদের সিকিউরিটি অফিসার অ্যাজ ওয়েল অ্যাজ সেফটি মেজার্স ফ্রম পুলিশ অ্যান্ড কনস্টেবল সেগুলো স্টেপস নিচ্ছি।
At a time when Mamata Banerjee government is struggling to shrug off the RG Kar cover-up taint, the revelations from the Medinipur Medical College has put her deeper in the dock.
Well, even if at a snail's pace, the fight for justice for the 1984 anti-Sikh riot victims moved further today with the Rouse Avenue Court in Delhi deciding that there is enough evidence as provided in the charge sheet by the Central Bureau of Investigation to go ahead and prosecute Congress leader Jagdish Tytler. In fact, charges would be framed against Tytler in the month of September, and the court has decided that this is going to happen. Remember, Tytler was booked by the CBI on charges of murder and abetment and rioting in the Pul Bangash Gurdwara violence case. And that happened, of course, during the 1984 anti-Sikh riots. Jagdish Tytler is second Congress leader who could be facing prison. Sajjan Kumar already behind bars. Let's listen to some reactions, including of H.S. Phulka, who has been an activist fighting on behalf of victims of 1984 for the last few decades.
How do you see this verdict now?
This is, of course, it's been after a long time, but finally, since it has been done for 40 years, the victim has been shouting at the top of his voice that Jagdish Tytler was there. They have seen Jagdish Tytler. He was leading the mob, and under his instructions, the Gurdwara Sahib was burnt, and also the 3 Sikhs were killed alive. In fact, there has been allegations of a number of other murders also in his area, but this is where the witnesses have come forward and given evidence. But unfortunately, due to his political pressure and due to his otherwise money power, no case was registered against him, and it is ultimately after the Nanavati Commission report. This was in 2005 when he was the union minister at that time. So the case was registered against him, and then he had to resign from the union cabinet. But that time it was the Congress government, and the CBI hurriedly filed a closure report. This was the first closure report was filed in October 2007. So we challenged that closure report that the CBI has not done proper investigation, and they have not even examined all the witnesses. And within 2 months of filing the closure report, the court rejected that closure report.
If you see, the court, Rouse Avenue Court, has framed charges against Mr. Tytler under section 147, 149, 153A, 188, 109 and 295.
And also 302. That's the murder of 3 Sikhs. That's the main thing is that. Now you see, when the court rejected the first closure report, the CBI secondly again in 2009, when it was the Congress government, the CBI again filed the closure report in March 2009, just before the parliament election, and then the Congress gave him the ticket. After that, a journalist threw a shoe at the Home Minister Chidambaram, and there was a lot of hue and cry, and then after that his ticket was withdrawn. The second closure report was also rejected by the court, and the court directed the CBI to carry on further investigation. And unfortunately, the third time again, in December 2014, the CBI filed the third closure report. When this time also we challenged it. We said CBI has not done proper investigation. In December 2015, the court rejected this third closure report. And the court this time said that now the court will monitor the investigation. So as a result, the proper investigation was conducted, and many witnesses came forward, and the witnesses also have said that earlier we were scared. We didn't have the courage because there was Congress government and he was very powerful. So then even one witness was saying that he didn't even come to Delhi, India. He is in Canada. He said, I was so scared, so afraid, I didn't even come to India. And so this was the state of affairs at that time. So now, after that, the charge sheet was filed by the CBI. Now the court has framed the charges against him. And now we are quite hopeful that very soon he will also be in the jail like Sajjan Kumar. Sajjan Kumar is in jail now since last 6 years. Now Jagdish Tytler, we are quite hopeful, will be in the jail very soon.
If you see, the next hearing on this case will be on September 13. How hopeful you are?
On that day, the formal charges will be framed and he will be asked that whether he plead guilty or not. And if he plead not guilty, then the evidence will start, then the case will start against him.
Republic, in fact, spoke to another set of lawyers who have been fighting on behalf of the victims of 1984. Let's listen into one more of them.
Well, today the court has pronounced the order on charge and observing that there is ample evidence on record to proceed against Jagdish Tytler, and the trial he has to face the trial. And for the offences for which he has to face trial, that is including writing, the most crucial part of it is he is also going to face the charge under section 302 read with section 109 and 380 and 153A. And now the court has fixed the date for formal framing of the charges. For formal framing of the charges, the court has fixed the date for 13 September 2024, for which Jagdish Tytler has to be physically present in court to answer the question whether he pleads guilty or he claims trial.
BJP, of course, sees in this an opportunity to put the Congress on the map. That's why they are asking, why is Congress silent on this very important development when the court has decided there is enough evidence against Congress leader Jagdish Tytler? Listen in to Shehzad Poonawala of the BJP.
जिस प्रकार से जगदीश टाइटलर पर कोर्ट ने आदेश दिया है कि जगदीश टाइटलर के खिलाफ चार्जेस फ्रेम होने चाहिए 1984 के नरसंहार में शामिल होने के लिए, उसमें दंगे करवाने के लिए, हजारों सिख लोगों को मारने के लिए, आज कांग्रेस पार्टी को सिख समुदाय से माफी मांगनी चाहिए। पर कांग्रेस पार्टी ने तो हमेशा दंगाइयों को संरक्षण दिया। राजीव गांधी ने कहा कि बड़ा पेड़ गिरता है तो धरती थोड़ी सी हिल जाती है। उन्होंने तो 1984 राइट्स को जायज ठहराया था। सज्जन कुमार को 34 वर्ष बाद तब कन्विक्शन हुई जब नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार आई और एसआईटी बनी, परंतु उससे पहले कांग्रेस पार्टी ने सबूत मिटाओ, दंगाई बचाओ का काम किया, कभी न्याय दिलाओ का काम नहीं किया।
मानयोग दिल्ली की राउज एवेन्यू कोर्ट ने आज जगदीश टाइटलर के ऊपर चार्जेस फ्रेम किए मर्डर के, 1984 में बेकसूर सिखों का कत्लेआम करने के, पुल बंगश के गुरुद्वारे को लेकर। मैं बताना चाहता हूं, ये वही केस है जिसमें कांग्रेस की सरकार ने जगदीश टाइटलर को क्लीन चिट दी थी और हमने दिल्ली गुरुद्वारा मैनेजमेंट कमेटी के माध्यम से इस केस को लड़कर वो क्लीन चिट वापस कराई थी। मैं देश के प्रधानमंत्री का, देश के गृह मंत्री का, इस सरकार का धन्यवाद करता हूं जिन्होंने सारा री इन्वेस्टिगेट कराया केस, और आज कोर्ट ने माना कि जगदीश टाइटलर के खिलाफ सफिशिएंट एविडेंस है, सफिशिएंट प्रूफ है और उनके खिलाफ मर्डर का केस चलाया जाना चाहिए। और उसके लिए अब उनको कोर्ट में 13 सितंबर को सम्मन कर लिया गया है। मुझे यकीन है सज्जन कुमार की तरह जगदीश टाइटलर भी जेल में सड़ेंगे और सिखों को जो इन्होंने कत्लेआम किया था उन पीड़ितों को इंसाफ मिलेगा। हमें ये देरी जरूर हुई है, लेकिन आखिरकार सच्चाई की जीत हो रही है और कांग्रेस की हार हो रही है। और कांग्रेस जो इन कातलों को अब तक बचाती रही थी, आज उनको पता चल गया ये हाथ अब बहुत जल्दी कांग्रेस के बड़े लीडरों के गरेबान तक भी पहुंचेगा जब जगदीश टाइटलर जेल पहुंचेगा।
All right, moving on, a new red line has been drawn for Pakistan. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has said that the era of uninterrupted dialogue with Pakistan is over. Obviously, there can't be terror and talks together, as is India's position. But External Affairs Minister making that statement on a day when Pakistan went public with its invite to Prime Minister Narendra Modi to participate in the Heads of Government Summit of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, which Pakistan would be hosting in the month of November. The message is clear: no talks with Pakistan whatsoever. Listen in.
Talking tough on Pakistan, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has said that the days of uninterrupted talks between the two countries are over.
I think the era of uninterrupted dialogue with Pakistan is over. Actions have consequences. And insofar as Jammu and Kashmir is concerned, I think 370 is done. So the issue today is what kind of relationship can we possibly contemplate with Pakistan. What I do want to say is we are not passive, and whether events take a positive or a negative direction, either way we will react to it.
His comments come in the wake of the back-to-back terror attacks in the valley.
All right, coming back to our fight for justice for Abhaya, it seems it's no ends in Bengal when it comes to crimes against women. Now, a group of students, women students, have come out in the Medinipur Medical College and alleged that Trinamool Chhatra Parishad or Trinamool student wing leader indulged in ragging, and during that asked them to carry out an item number, play to an item song. This is coming in from Bengal, and it's really not stopping. Take a look.
As Bengal remains on the boil, and the streets of Kolkata witness a rebellion like never before. Yet, another shocker has come to light. This time, it is from the state-run Medinipur Medical College hospital. Female junior doctors have come out alleging depraved excesses in the name of ragging.
স্টুডেন্টসরা ক্লাসে থাকে, টিচার্সরা বেরিয়ে যায়, এই ইউনিট আমাদের ক্লাসে এন্টার করে দরজা বন্ধ করে দেয়, আর এই মুস্তাফিজুর রহমান মালিক আসে, এর চেলা চামুন্ডা যারা আছে সবাই ওখানে আসে, আর যা তা ভাবে র্যাগিং নেওয়া হয়। আমাদের মেয়েদেরকে কোনো সম্মান করা হয় না, সবারই সামনে পাবলিকলি হ্যারাস করা হয়, ওপেনলি হ্যারাস করা হয়। যে কি হয়, আমাদের অডি আছে, ওখানে একটা স্টেজের মধ্যে একটা স্টুডেন্টকে স্টেজে তোলা হয়, তার মুখের মধ্যে প্রত্যেকটা লাইট থাকে, আর বাকি পুরো অডিটোরিয়াম পুরো অন্ধকার থাকে। ওরা নেশা করে আসে, ওরা গাঁজা খেয়ে আসে, ওরা মদ খেয়ে আসে, ওরা নেশার ওই পরিস্থিতিতে থেকে ওরা ওখান থেকে নিচে থেকে মাইক নিয়ে বলে আইটেম সং চালাচ্ছি, তুই ডান্স কর, এরকম করে মেয়েদেরকে তোলা হয় স্টেজে। এখনো অবধি এটা আর্জিকর হয়নি, কিন্তু এটা আর্জিকর হতে বেশি দেরি নেই যদি এটা আমরা সহ্য করতে থাকি।
The allegations are damning.
সবথেকে বড় কথা হচ্ছে যে আমরা যারা প্রতিবাদী বা এখানে কথা বলতে এসেছি তারা কেউই কিন্তু ইমিউন নয়। আমরা নিজেরা জানি না যে আমরা এই কথাগুলো বলার পর বাইরে গেলে আমাদের রেজিস্ট্রেশন থাকবে কি না বা আমাদের সাথে কি হবে। এটা আমরা কলেজ অথরিটিকে জানিয়েছি, কিন্তু এটা সত্যিকারের সবার কাছে লাইভ থ্রেট আছে। শুধু লাইভ থ্রেট নয়, সবার কাছে প্রফেশনাল একটা ডেথেরও একটা ভয় থাকছে যে আমাদের রেজিস্ট্রেশনও হয়তো ক্যান্সেল হয়ে যেতে পারে, কারণ এরা এতটাই পাওয়ারফুল শাসক মুখ খোলার পরে। আমরা আজকে আমাদের পিঠ থেকে গেছে বলে আমরা বাধ্য হয়ে এত লোক এসছি, না হলে সবাই আসতো, কিন্তু ভয়ে কেউ আসতে চাইছে না। আমাদের কাছে এরকম অনেক প্রমাণ আছে, কিন্তু ভয়ে কেউ এগিয়ে আসতে চাইছে না। এটা পুরো একটা ভয়ের আবহ কাজ করছে।
And once again, TMC's name surfaces for all the wrong reasons.
তাদের মধ্যে কিছু জন কলেজের হাউস স্টাফ, কিছু জন কলেজের ইন্টার্ন, কিছু আন্ডার গ্রাজুয়েট। কিন্তু আমি একটা জিনিস আমাদের সবার তরফ থেকে বলতে চাই, ক্লিয়ার করে দিতে চাই, মুস্তাফিজুর রহমান ইজ নট পার্ট অফ মেদিনীপুর মেডিকেল কলেজের হসপিটাল ইন এনি ওয়ে পসিবল।
উনি কি কোনো দলের সাথে যুক্ত, কোনো পলিটিক্যাল পার্টি?
হ্যাঁ,
কোন সেটা নির্দিষ্ট করে যদি একটু অভিযোগ করেন।
And that's not all. The student doctors claimed that the accused TMCP Neta has close links to former RGKar principal Sandip Ghosh. Amid the brewing anger, the hospital authorities have jumped to action.
হচ্ছে যে কমপ্লেনগুলো ওরা করেছে লিখিত কমপ্লেন ওরা ওরা বলেছে আমাদেরকে ভয়টাই দেখানো হয় এরকম। তো যে কমপ্লেন করেছে আমরা বলেছিলাম যে আমরা তাহলে রিটেন কমপ্লেনগুলো তোমরা দাও, দেওয়ার পর তাহলে যেটা হচ্ছে কলেজ কাউন্সিল পুনরায় বসবে। কলেজ কাউন্সিল পুনরায় বসে ব্যাপারটা যেটা হচ্ছে যে যাদের এগেনস্টে কমপ্লেন তাদেরকে ডাকা হবে এবং ব্যাপারটা ইনভেস্টিগেশন করে দেখা হবে এবং অ্যাপ্রোপ্রিয়েট স্টেপ নেওয়া হবে। রিগার্ডিং মুস্তাফিজুর যেটা হচ্ছে ওরা যেটা প্রিন্সিপাল ম্যাডাম বললেন,
The principal has taken cognizance of the situation.
তাতে ওরা বলছে সিকিউরিটি অফিসার কম, সিসিটিভি কম, সেগুলো আমরা রেকটিফাই করছি। সিসিটিভি আরও আনাচ্ছি, হেলথ ডিপার্টমেন্টকে আমরা জানিয়েছি যে আমাদের আরও কোথায় কোথায় সিসিটিভি লাগবে। তারপর আমাদের সিকিউরিটি অফিসার অ্যাজ ওয়েল অ্যাজ সেফটি মেজার্স ফ্রম পুলিশ অ্যান্ড কনস্টেবল সেগুলো স্টেপস নিচ্ছি।
Even as the Mamata-led TMC is attempting every possible way to quell the anger, it seems like Bengal has finally had enough.
These are students in Medinipur, not political activists. Is Mamata government slipping on oversight for these things to be happening? This is all what we could pack in this edition. Short break on the other side. Prime Time Max, Super Prime Time Max with Arnab Goswami.
EAM's clear snub to Pakistan's SCO invite.
I think the era of uninterrupted dialogue with Pakistan is over.
Terror and talks won't go together. Debating tonight at 8 p.m. The heartbeat of India's startup revolution, Bengaluru, is about to light up. With 20 visionaries and 4 insightful panels, uncover how the Union Budget 2024 shakes our emerging economy. Decode the impact only on Republic Digital Roundtable, Edition 1, Decoding the Budget Blueprint for Startups 2024, exclusively on Republic Digital.
Це був один з найбільших ударів, комбінований, більше сотні ракет різних типів та близько сотні шахедів. І як більшість попередніх російських ударів, цей такий же підлий, націлений на критичну цивільну інфраструктуру. По більшості наших регіонів, від Харківщини та Києва до Одеси і наших західних областей. Багато пошкоджень в енергетиці, але всюди, де є відключення електрики, вже тривають відновлювальні роботи. Наші ремонтні бригади працюватимуть цілодобово. Електрику повернемо. В усіх містах, громадах, які цього потребують, мають зараз відкритися пункти незламності.
QS and THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally. making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
The Republic Media Network is very proud to partner with Kitply, a well-known name in the Indian plywood industry, which has just launched Kitply BioBond, a product that helps you breathe better and live better.
The heartbeat of India's startup revolution, Bengaluru, is about to light up. With 20 visionaries and 4 insightful panels, uncover how the Union Budget 2024 shakes our emerging economy. Decode the impact only on Republic Digital Roundtable, Edition 1, Decoding the Budget Blueprint for Startups 2024, exclusively on Republic Digital.
Director, the taste of success.
QS and THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Times clear snub to Pakistan's SCO invite.
I think the era of uninterrupted dialogue with Pakistan is over.
Terror and talks won't go together. Debating tonight at 8 p.m.
Now, Mamata Banerjee says that she did not intend to say what she said. After instigating her workers, after telling them to take revenge, she now says she has been misunderstood. It is a mark of an insecure leader who does not know what she is talking about. The whole of Bengal is out in revolt against Mamata Banerjee. Things that you have done, the way you've spoken, the way you've stood against the people, against the victims, and for the oppressors, your insensitivity, your misogyny, your hatred for the voice of the people is all coming through. The point is, you've placed yourself against the people. Mamata Banerjee knows, we all know, eventually the people win, and the people must win. In Bengal, the people are winning.
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Super Prime Time Max on the debate with Arnab. Jaishankar snubbed Pakistan again today, a day after Pakistan invited Narendra Modi to the SCO summit in Islamabad. Jaishankar's exact words. He said that the era of uninterrupted talks with Pakistan is over. So many times, viewers, we have told the Pakistanis, we will not talk to you, don't come to us, don't embarrass yourself. Aren't you ashamed of the way in which you are behaving? But Pakistan, however, for some reason, refuses to get our message. We have refused their offer for talks as recently as 2023. We ruled out in May this year even bilateral cricket ties with them. We told them, we don't want to talk to you, we don't want to play with you, at least not on your soil. Or on our soil, no bilateral cricket as well. When that funny and very, very immature fellow Bilawal Bhutto came to Goa for an SCO meeting in 2023, he took himself so seriously, the poor fellow, that he tried to initiate a bilateral dialogue in Goa. Even then, Jaishankar pulled him up nice and proper. But every 2 weeks now, every 2 weeks, directly, indirectly, the Pakistanis are putting in an application to New Delhi. Please have some kind of conversation with us. Which means they are under some kind of pressure. Either global pressure or internal pressure. My suggestion to the Pakistanis is this. Firstly, we will not talk to you. In your best interest, it is better you talk to the Baluchi people who are up in arms against you. We know you want to talk to us because we can service your unserviceable loans. But first, go and ask the Chinese why they won't help you. Go and ask the Americans why they won't help you. Go and ask the Gulf states why they will not help you anymore. Then apply in writing with 3 copies exactly how much money you need and put in that application first before us. We will then in our own sweet time respond. What do you think of my suggestion to the Pakistanis? Ladies and gentlemen, that is debate 1 tonight. The embarrassing entreaties from Pakistan that we must talk to them. Debate number 2 this evening, viewers. Rahul Gandhi had indirectly accepted that this man was leading the 1984 riots. And that is the big debate tonight at 8:30. He's been charged, charges are being framed. Rahul Gandhi is now saying he's not going to do anything against Jagdish Tytler. And debate number 3 this evening, Himanta Biswa Sarma says he will not allow a quarter-day break for Muslim legislators in Assam to go for Jummah Namaz. Now, this is a British-era law. He's repeatedly saying no more special treatment to Muslims in Assam. That's the big debate at 9 o'clock. And here are the headlines this Friday evening on the Debate Tonight. The Assam government, led by Himanta Biswa Sarma, is bringing back-to-back secular reforms in the state. First, the Assembly passed the bill abolishing Muslim Marriage and Divorces Act and made the government registration mandatory. And today, in a historic decision, they have dropped the vestige of the colonial era by saying that there will be no more 2-hour Jummah breaks for namaz in the State Assembly. In 2014, Rahul Gandhi had confessed before me, he had admitted that yes, congressmen were involved in the 1984 anti-Sikh riots. And today the Delhi High Court has framed charges against notorious Congress leader Rahul Gandhi's favorite Jagdish Tytler. Now, however, Rahul Gandhi says he's not going to act against this man. Now, viewers, he made the admission, there is a proof and framing of charges, but why is Rahul Gandhi protecting this notorious Jagdish Tytler now? Even as Pakistan is pretending to be a team player in the global space and thinking that India will forgive them for their sins, for their acts of terrorism on Indian soil, India has sent out a very strong message today. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar made it crystal clear that the era of uninterrupted dialogue with Pakistan is over and that the actions will certainly have consequences. But is Pakistan getting the message yet? And I have told you since day one, ladies and gentlemen, that there is a cover-up attempt by Mamta's cops and the RG Corps officials in the Abhaya rape and murder case. The CBI is now looking at a timeline which points to the fact that there was a 40-minute delay in the discovery of the body and the arrival of the police. Ladies and gentlemen, India has made it absolutely clear that the era of uninterrupted dialogue with Pakistan is over. This point was made very clearly by Jaishankar at a book release function earlier today. The point is, why is Mr. Jaishankar having to make this point repeatedly? The reason is because the Pakistanis keep requesting that we must talk to them. We've made the point to them very, very clearly. But the Pakistanis keep asking us to have some conversation with them. That's very strange. This is Jaishankar's message, and then whether the Pakis have got the message on the other side.
India has shown Pakistan its place once again.
I think the era of uninterrupted dialogue with Pakistan is over. Actions have consequences. And insofar as Jammu and Kashmir is concerned, I think 370 is done.
External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar said in a stern message to Pakistan that actions have consequences.
We are not passive, and whether events take a positive or a negative direction, either way we will react.
In his initial years as Prime Minister, Narendra Modi attempted to reason with Pakistan. But the terror baiter did not budge, and since then, India has cleared that terror and talks cannot go together.
आपने पाकिस्तान के संदर्भ में कहा था कि अर्नब, बम, बंदूक और बारूद के बीच में बातचीत हो सकती है क्या? तो मेरा सवाल आपसे है, 10 साल हो गए, आपने कोई चेंज देखा है पाकिस्तान के अप्रोच में?
हमें पाकिस्तान के अप्रोच में अपना दिमाग खपाना नहीं चाहिए। हमें अपना लक्ष्य लेकर के आगे बढ़ते रहना चाहिए। और मैंने विथ रेफरेंस टू पाकिस्तान हिंदुस्तान को चलाने के तरीके 10 साल से ताला लगा दिया। मैं वो करना ही नहीं चाहता। पाकिस्तान उन्होंने अपना अलग देश 47 में ले लिया हमसे, अब वो अपना करे, भला करे, अच्छा करे, वो अपना 2 टाइम की अच्छी रोटी खा ले बस। मुझे कोई उसमें समय गंवाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। हम बहुत आगे निकल चुके हैं और हमने अपना विकास उनके रेफरेंस पर करना ही नहीं चीज़। हम अपना टाइम खराब कर रहे हैं। हमें तो मुझे तो मेरे देश की नई पीढ़ी का भविष्य देखना है। हमें उन्हीं को लेकर के चलना चाहिए।
Pakistan's cocky move of inviting India is nothing but an attempt to paint a fake image of itself before the world. But India, as the emerging Asian power, has a long experience of Pakistan's doublespeak. Pushing terrorists inside Indian borders on one hand and pretending to extend an olive branch, India will not fall for Pakistan's facade.
Yasir Janjua, General Bakshi, Abhijit Chawda there from Delhi. Dr. Irshad Ahmad Khan of the PMLN is also with us. See, Yasir Janjua, we don't want to talk to you. We won't talk to you. And we have told you that we won't, at any point of time, we are not interested in having much of a conversation. But we are being forced to tell you repeatedly. And I'm not understanding. General Bakshi, am I right? I mean, we don't understand why these shameless Pakistanis keep making the request, General Bakshi. I just don't understand. क्या कोई तो compulsion होगी इनकी, General Bakshi?
Arnab, they have some nerve. Look at what this country has been up to in the last few months. The antics. They have made an all-out effort to revive terrorism south of the Pir Panjal, to revive terrorism in the Punjab. They have been trying to infiltrate terrorists in their as many numbers as they could possibly manage by tunnels under the fence, by trying to supply them with drones over the fence.
Yeah, but
now, on behalf of the United States and China, Pakistan wants to carry out a regime change in Bangladesh, and it thinks that it is business as usual. It can go on jaw with India. I think they have some nerve. I mean, it takes some nerves to summon up this kind
why
of
are they,
form.
Abhijit, in your view, why are they repeatedly making the request? Because which country wants to be slapped repeatedly? Pakistan, I think, enjoys being slapped repeatedly. They keep making the request. Is there another compulsion? Some other compulsion, perhaps?
Look, the way I see it, Pakistan is an artificial temporary nation. The sole purpose of Pakistan's existence is to serve the geopolitical interests and agendas of its external masters.
Correct.
Now, it has served many masters, the UK, the US, then China, Iron Brothers, and now after the 2022 coup against Imran Khan, it's the US again that is the master of Pakistan. So if they want to talk to us, it is at somebody else's behest. And Pakistan exists solely to counterbalance India and keep India permanently off balance. Now, when it comes to the SCO, Pakistan is in the SCO solely because of China, going back to a time when China and Pakistan were on good terms, and now the Pakistanis are on the US side. So they would like to utilize this to needle us, and that's what they want to talk. They want to keep on inviting us. So as to stay
What about
relevant
self-respect,
in geopolitics.
Yasir? I mean, obviously you don't have self-respect, but what about some self-respect in the whole process? Have you?
I think I am. Unfortunately, will have to give you some education that you all lack badly, shamelessly. First of all,
don't plagiarize my words. I use them repeatedly for you. Please try and use some other words. Don't, your vocabulary is
the English
limited.
dictionary has very few words.
Oh, really?
For you.
I think that's what most Pakistanis think.
Yeah, okay. Let's move on beyond...
your English vocabulary is limited. You don't have to confess on an Indian TV program कि आपको अंग्रेजी नहीं आती.
Oh yeah, that's
चलिए
right.
आगे
People know about it.
चलिए आगे बढ़िए,
People know
आगे
about
बढ़िए.
Yeah. SCO summit, SCO meeting is a regional event whereby any diplomatic norms would require the host country to invite every member of that organization, every member or observer of that organization. So it is by that score that China has been sent the invitation. This is part of the diplomatic norms. This is nothing new. If you don't know this,
आने वाला नहीं है आपके एससीओ में, सारे लोग अपने ब्यूरोक्रेट्स को भेजने वाले हैं आपकी वहाँ पे, आपका मजाक उड़ने वाला है. नोबडी, कोई आना नहीं चाहता. पाकिस्तान सेफ कंट्री नहीं है. बलोचियों के साथ आपका बड़ा प्रॉब्लम चल रहा है आजकल. नोबडी वांट्स टू बी, यू आर नॉट अ सेफ कंट्री. कोई नहीं आने वाला है.
So Arnab, what unfortunately is happening with India is you are becoming the Nazi Germany of Europe. What Nazi Germany in Europe was in the 1930s, you are becoming that, and that will lead you to something very disastrous.
Achha, what ठीक है, we are
you don't want to talk.
Our destiny. But why do you want to talk to us? See, I'll tell you. We don't want to talk to you. Do you understand that? We don't like you. We don't like you. You are an evil country. You are a center of global terrorism. You have given a home to Osama bin Laden. You are also bankrupt at the same time, right? And you have no status. Your economy is smaller than Madagascar. You are irrelevant. Now, tell me, Irshad Ahmad Khan, why are you so desperate to talk to us?
हम जो चाहते ये थे,
मेजर साहब आप इनको बोलने दीजिए.
बाइज्जत तरीके से जैसे कि तमाम मेंबर्स आ रहे हैं, वो सब लोग आए, आपको भी दावत दी. इसको बालाए ताक रखते हुए कि आप लोग इस कॉन्फ्रेंस को नाकाम करने के चक्कर में मेरे दहशतगर्दी मुल्क में फैलवाई आपने. बलोचिस्तान में जितनी भी दहशतगर्दी हुई वो इसलिए हिंदुस्तान के
आप बलोचियों के फ्रीडम फाइटर्स के बारे में ऐसे बात मत करिए.
देखिए सुन लीजिए,
आप लोगों ने जो किया है बलोच लोगों के साथ,
आप सुन लीजिए,
आप लोगों ने जिस तरह से जुल्म किया है बलोचियों के साथ,
मैं 10 मिनट
जितनी जुल्म की है, पहले तो आप बलोचियों से माफी मांगिए. आप बलोचियों से माफी मांगिए.
मैं बता रहा हूँ, पहले मेरी बात सुनिए, पूरी बात करने दीजिए मुझे. बलोची
जितना वहाँ पे पाकिस्तान के पंजाब के लोगों ने बलोचियों पर जितनी जुल्म की है,
बलोची हमारे प्यारे भाई और हमसे मोहब्बत करने वाले हैं. मेरी
तो दिख ही रहा है
की फ्लाइट है, इंशाल्लाह
मोहब्बत करते हैं आपसे.
मैं मौजूद होऊंगा. दूसरी बात यह है कि आपकी दहशतगर्दी साफ नजर आ रही है. आपको इनवाइट कर रहे हैं, इनविटेशन इसलिए दे रहे हैं शायद आप अपनी दहशतगर्दी से बाज आ जाए. आपने क्या किया ये बलोचिस्तान में? इसलिए किया कि कॉन्फ्रेंस नाकाम हो.
हमने क्या किया?
आपके जहरीले,
हमने क्या किया जनरल बख्शी? हमने क्या किया? हमने क्या किया? हमने कुछ नहीं किया.
हमने जहरीले लफ्जों पे गौर कीजिए.
ये फॉल्स एक्यूजेशन
नहीं आएगा.
दुनिया भर में टेररिज्म फैलाना, और उसके लिए जो है you have that complex that you want to pin it onto others, a guilt complex which tries to project one's own faults and foibles onto others. That has been Pakistan's problem. Arnab, this is a country which can be called the Ukraine of South Asia.
No, 1 minute. General Bakshi, I'm intervening. This debate has taken an unfortunate turn. This debate has taken a very unfortunate turn, General Bakshi.
Renting out its territory to extra regional powers.
No, I will not accept
it. Firstly, it was the United States. Then it was China, then it is back to the United States. If you want to, put your country, make it a marketplace for prosecution of Western plots, American plots, Chinese plots against India, well, then you are going to get it in the net. And you are getting it. And now you are trying to get it.
Irshad Ahmad Khan, I don't want to. Irshad Ahmad Khan, वैसे, I'll tell you, 1 minute. General Saab, with your permission, वैसे मैं एक बात बताना चाहता हूँ इरशाद अहमद खान, मैं ऐसे विषयों पर किसी के मुंह नहीं लगता, मगर जब कोई पाकिस्तानी, आप मेरी बात सुन लीजिए, आप बात सुन लीजिए, मैं आपको इंडियन स्टाइल ट्रीटमेंट देने वाला हूँ. सुनिए मेरी बात.
मैं पाकिस्तानी स्टाइल में बात करूंगा आपसे. मैं पाकिस्तान से मोहब्बत करता हूँ.
आप तो पाकिस्तानी स्टाइल में बात कर रहे हैं, वो तो दिख रहा है मुझे.
मैं
एवरीबडी
बात कर रहा हूँ.
आप अभी भी पाकिस्तानी स्टाइल में बात कर रहे हैं.
फैला रहे हैं. आप दहशतगर्दी फैला रहे हैं अपने चैनल पे बैठ करके।
आपके शब्दों में मान्यवर ना कोई गंभीरता है, ना स्थिरता है, ना ठहराव है,
अगर हमने मोहब्बत का
ना ज्ञान है, कुछ नहीं है। टिपिकल पाकिस्तानी की तरह बात कर रहे हैं।
कबूल कीजिए, पाकिस्तान के फूल कबूल कीजिए, खुशबुएं कबूल कीजिए, लेकिन आप दहशतगर्दी से बात नहीं आते। हमने तो हाथ बढ़ाया है, मेरी हुकूमत ने, मेरे वजीर आजम ने आपकी तरफ हाथ बढ़ाया है, प्यार का, मोहब्बत का। आओ कामयाब करें इस कॉन्फ्रेंस को।
अच्छा, 2 मिनट शांत हो जाए, हम नहीं आने वाले।
आप चूंकि दहशतगर्दी की
Viewers, on my program, this leader of the PMLN is repeatedly requesting Indians to come to Pakistan. Why should we go? Have we gone mad?
बिल्कुल हम इसीलिए बुला रहे हैं कि हम मोहब्बत करते हैं आप लोगों से। वहां भी हमारे मुस्लिम
नहीं, आप 2 मिनट चुप रहिए ना, फिर मैं आपको जवाब दे रहा हूँ। आप टिपिकल पाकिस्तानी की तरह बोले ही जा रहे हैं। आप 2 मिनट रुक जाइए ना। आपको मैं कह रहा हूं कि देखिए, हम नहीं आएंगे। आप हमसे मोहब्बत नहीं करते हैं, आप मसूद अजहर से मोहब्बत करते हैं, जो आज भी खुलेआम पाकिस्तान में घूम रहा है। क्या मसूद अजहर कोई एनजीओ चलाता है? हाँ, आप हफीज सईद से मोहब्बत करते हैं, इलेक्शन फाइट करता है हफीज सईद पाकिस्तान में, उसकी क्या गोभी की दुकान है? हाँ, इमरान खान ने कहा 40,000 दहशतगर्द टेररिस्ट हमने पाल के रखा हुआ है। हमने इमरान खान ने कहा, और इधर ये मेजर जंजुआ इसको कॉन्ट्रडिक्ट करेंगे। हम नहीं जाएंगे पाकिस्तान। मेजर जंजुआ, आई थिंक अभिजीत विल हैव टू गिव अ टफर मैसेज टुडे।
जवाब सुनिए,
We are not coming to Pakistan. They are crying now.
The propaganda minister of the Third Reich, Joseph Goebbels, he said that we should repeatedly accuse the other side of the things that we are guilty of. And that's what we see from Pakistan. Their sole competence, their core competence is terrorism, international terrorism. They are the global epicenter of terrorism. And they have the gall to accuse India of terrorism in Balochistan.
Seriously?
Your people want freedom from you, gentlemen. The Balochi people need freedom, they desire freedom, and they will attain freedom. Okay, it's going to happen. And it has nothing to do with us. We have nothing to do with the Baloch people. We only give them moral support. We offer them moral support. And they will succeed.
Major Janjua and General Bakshi. Major Janjua. Balochistan is your problem. Don't drag us into it. मैं देखिए, बलूचिस्तान आपकी प्रॉब्लम है ना। मैं दुआ करता हूँ कि बलूच लोग जो हैं वो बिल्कुल और भी स्ट्रांग बन जाए, इंडिपेंडेंट बन जाए, और उनको फ्रीडम भी मिलेगी आप लोगों से। मगर अभी आप बात सुनिए, लेट अस गो बैक टू द इशू। कुछ भी रोध होके आप कुछ भी करें, हम आने वाले नहीं हैं। आप हमें बुला रहे हैं क्योंकि आप हम आने वाले नहीं। वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू कम टू।
बिल्कुल, वी आर नॉट वेटिंग फॉर यू।
देन डोंट कीप आस्किंग अस टू हैव टॉक्स विद यू।
No.
Why?
I just told you.
Why did Shehbaz Sharif say I want to start talks with India? Why?
We invited you because this is
no. Why did he say? Why did he say I want to start serious discussions? War is not an option. I want to start serious. Why did he say that? Did he not know our response?
We cannot change the neighbor. This is a harsh reality. You are our neighbor.
Yeah, so you, okay, so I'll tell you, suppose I tell you, you know what has happened now, General Bakshi, suppose I tell you, chalo, we will talk to you, the only subject of discussion is when you will give back POK. Right, General Bakshi? Single point agenda पे बातचीत हो, करिए बातचीत। बलोचियों को फ्रीडम कब मिलेगी? सिंगल पॉइंट एजेंडा।
There is only one topic of
एक ही अनफिनिश्ड एजेंडा है POK,
and that is when are they going to hand over POK? When are they going to hand over Gilgit-Baltistan, which they have most unjustly occupied, and impose their colonial extractive rule on these provinces, which are now up in arms. They are up to their gills with their tyranny, with their loot, with their absolute sacking of these provinces, worse than what the British did to us. The British colonized India and looted India of $48 trillion worth of wealth. These guys are a step ahead of their erstwhile colonial masters. The way they raped the resources of Balochistan, the way they have purloined the resources of Gilgit-Baltistan, the way they have beggared the people of Pakistan occupied Kashmir.
Yeah.
There's no wonder that the people are up in arms against them.
Major Janjua is responding to you, General Bakshi.
Patriarch like Akbar Khan Bukti.
Yeah.
Arnab, they murdered Akbar Khan Bukti. And on his assassination day, on the day that he was assassinated, the Baluch people went berserk and they have shot up these Punjabi looters, these Punjabi colonizers. They have pulled them out of buses and shot them in cold blood. They are furious, they are angry. And they were remembering an old patriarch, a man 80 plus years of age, you know, whom Musharraf got murdered. He had him murdered in a cave, Arnab, and then he made all sorts of stories. Is there any wonder that the people of Baluchistan are up in arms against them? They pick up boys off the streets, they go missing forever, their tortured bodies are thrown, they're thrown from helicopters. How long do you think the people will take this lying down? Which century do you think you are living in?
I think comprehensive reply. I'll give a last word to Janjua.
Bakshi Saab, there are more than 11 freedom movements going on in India. You worry about them. Balochistan, there is no freedom movement. These miscreants who are being supported by India are trying to create an impression. Continue doing that, but you will not succeed.
I think I condemn the use of the word miscreants to describe freedom fighters. People who are fighting for their basic rights,
the freedom
people
fighters,
who are fighting for freedom for Balochistan will not be insulted like this on my program. This is the problem with the Pakistani Punjabis. They think that every other part of Pakistan, whether it is Sindh or NWFP, is inferior to them. This superiority complex, this fake superiority complex, where the Sharif family believes that only the people of Punjab in Pakistan have any right. This is so wrong. And the way that they have used the people of Balochistan, we pray here on Republic that they should have all the strength.
You asked me for a comprehensive answer and then you interjected.
No, there is no interjection after what you've said for the brave Baluchis.
Your Prime Minister, you just aired the conversation with the Indian Prime Minister.
Yes.
At least follow that. What he has said, he should follow that. Worry about India. Stop worrying about India.
So I am telling you, the Prime Minister is not responding to you. Republic is responding to you. Prime Minister has said they ignored Pakistan. We are ignoring Pakistan. But you know, you people stop coming back to us every 2 weeks with an application to talk. We are not giving you money. We are not helping you with your exports.
Nobody is asking
you deal with your problems. You deal with your problems. Ladies and gentlemen, to the next big debate tonight. No, we are not giving you any money. It's as clear as that. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 years back, Rahul Gandhi sat about 4 feet away from me and made a very big confession. Rahul Gandhi told me, and all of India was shocked when he said that. He said that Congress top leaders were involved in the 1984 anti-Sikh riots. This means Rahul Gandhi confessed that the Congress leaders had carried out a massacre. This was a confession of a massacre by Congress leaders. Tonight, Rahul Gandhi's favorite leader and associate of his very, very, very cruel uncle, Sanjay Gandhi, during the emergency, a man called Jagdish Tytler, very notorious, very controversial fellow. He's been charged with direct involvement in the 1984 riots. Rahul Gandhi suddenly has forgotten everything he said to me when he made that confession. And then he talks of Mohabbat ki Dukaan. Viewers, please go back and see on digital, YouTube, wherever, if not the whole interview, then the clip of that interview where Rahul Gandhi confesses before me about the Congress party role in leading the massacre of Sikhs in 1984, and then read and watch tonight's news on Jagdish Tytler and decide for yourself that if Rahul Gandhi doesn't sack Tytler even now, whether he can dare to talk of Bharat Jodo while simultaneously backing an alleged killer.
The Congress party has made not one but two admissions of its involvement in the 1984 anti-Sikh riots. 40 years after Badal Singh, Sardar Thakur Singh and Gurbachan Singh were charred to death and the Pulbangash Gurdwara was set on fire,
the court has pronounced the order on charge and observing that there is ample evidence on record to proceed against Jagdish Tytler, and the trial he has to face the trial. For formal framing of the charges, the court has fixed the date for 13 September 2024, for which Jagdish Tytler has to be physically present.
1984 anti-Sikh riots accused Jagdish Tytler will finally be brought to justice. In January 2014, Rahul Gandhi told Arnab Goswami in his most popular interview that some congressmen were probably involved. This was Congress's first open confession since the riots.
Now the court has framed the charges against him, and now we are quite hopeful that very soon he will also be in the jail like Sajjan Kumar. Sajjan Kumar is in jail now since last 6 years. Now Jagdish Tytler, we are quite hopeful, will be in the jail very soon.
The BJP is claiming vindication.
आज कोर्ट ने माना कि जगदीश टाइटलर के खिलाफ सफिशिएंट एविडेंस है, सफिशिएंट प्रूफ हैं और उनके खिलाफ मर्डर का केस चलाया जाना चाहिए और उसके लिए अब उनको कोर्ट में 13 सितंबर को सम्मन कर दिया गया है। मुझे यकीन है सज्जन कुमार की तरह जगदीश टाइटलर भी जेल में सड़ेंगे और सिखों को जो इन्होंने कत्लेआम किया था उन पीड़ितों को इंसाफ मिलेगा।
He has lot to expose, and then Congress is scared of him. That probably will expose the Congress party, the Congress dynasty, because GBS Sidhu book in his book categorically states that it was the pre-planned genocide which took place, and no one has challenged that book. And he has said that it was under the instruction of Rajiv Gandhi that all that happened.
More than 10,000 Sikhs were killed across the country in a span of 4 days in November 1984, and 2 admissions followed by the very rulers of the Congress party. And yet Congress continues to back the Tukre cabal. The question is, can history humble the Vadra Congress?
Viewers, I just want to put a little bit of history before I start tonight. The year is 1984. The year is 1984. Indira Gandhi is assassinated by her 2 Sikh security personnel in an act of revenge. And this time Rajiv Gandhi is becoming or has just become the Prime Minister, or is the transfer of power is happening. A group of people want to prove how loyal they are to Rajiv Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi's father. And the way to show their loyalty is by killing as many Sikhs as possible. Congress leaders go on a total rampage. And Rahul Gandhi's father is okay with the killing of Sikhs. He says, when a big tree falls, the earth shakes a little. Just a tremor. So for Rahul Gandhi's father, Rajiv Gandhi, the killing of 3,000, 4,000 Sikhs is just a tremor, not a big deal. In this time, everybody is trying to become close to Rahul Gandhi's father, Rajiv Gandhi, by killing Sikhs. The more Sikhs you kill, the more appreciation you will get from Rajiv Gandhi. In an affidavit, Jasbir Singh Sattu, a witness, says that Tytler was getting angry during the riots and he rebuked a group of people. Why are you not faithfully carrying out my instructions? He says, my position is looking bad. Central leaders are not happy with the fact that enough Sikhs have not been killed in my area. Only a few Sikhs have been killed, he says. Why are only nominal killing of Sikhs happening in my constituency? Why are more Sikhs being killed in East Delhi? Tytler asks. Why are more Sikhs being killed in Outer Delhi? Tytler asks. Why are more Sikhs being killed in Delhi cantonment? I have promised, he says, large-scale killing of Sikhs. I'm quoting the words. Viewers, please remember, 40 years back, this is the reality of Congress party. जब ये राहुल गांधी भारत जोड़ो करते हैं ना, ये सच्चाई है. He says, why are not enough Sikhs being killed? People are feeling betrayed in the Congress कि इतने सिखों को मारा नहीं, दूसरे जगह में ज़्यादा सिख मर रहे. अब आप सर मत हिलाइए निखिल, मेरी पूरी बात सुनिए, है ना? हम इस समय, हमारे साथ जो हैं प्रोग्राम पे मजिंदर सिंह सिरसा और एच.एस. फुल्का है. आप बात समझ लीजिए, हमें लुटियन की क्राउड नहीं है. हम उस समय, है ना, जूनियर स्कूल में थे और मेरी घर थी जनकपुरी में, ए ब्लॉक में एक कॉलोनी है चंदन नगर, उसके ऑपोजिट एक कॉलोनी है निरंकारी कॉलोनी, उसके पास फ्रांसिस डिसेल स्कूल है, उससे ज़्यादा दूर नहीं है तिलक नगर. एपिसेंटर ऑफ राइट्स है ना, और मैं तो चौंक गया व्हेन आई सैट ऑपोजिट 40 years later, आई सैट ऑपोजिट राहुल गांधी, एंड राहुल गांधी इज ओल्डर टू मी. वो कहता है मुझे कुछ याद नहीं है, मैं तो बहुत छोटा सा बच्चा था. आई आस्क्ड राहुल गांधी, तुम्हें कुछ याद नहीं है 1984? नहीं, मैं तो बहुत छोटा सा बच्चा था, आई डोंट नो एनीथिंग. देन आई आस्क्ड हिम, वर कांग्रेसमैन इन्वॉल्व्ड? आपने देखा होगा फुल्का साहब. ही सेड यस, कांग्रेसमैन वर इन्वॉल्व्ड. कांग्रेस, यानी कि राहुल गांधी को पता है कि कांग्रेस नेताओं ने सिखों का नरसंहार किया, और उसके लीडर है जगदीश टाइटलर, जिनको आज वो पनाह दे रहे हैं, प्रोटेक्शन. ये है उनकी मोहब्बत की दुकान. सिरसा साहब, पोजीशन आप कैसे देखते हैं? आज का पोजीशन कैसे देख रहे हैं?
देखिए, अभी जैसे आपने इसको शुरुआत की, देखो एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्ट ये है कि ठीक है, आज हम इस जगह पहुंचे हैं कि उनके खिलाफ चार्जेस फ्रेम हुए हैं, लेकिन जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है, 40 साल का समय क्यों लगा? अर्नब, अभी आपने कहा कि आप छोटे थे. अब देखिए कि 10 दिन पहले, 15 दिन पहले जो घटना घटी कलकत्ता के अंदर और एक बेटी के साथ रेप किया गया, पूरा देश उससे स्तब्ध है
जी.
कोई किसी के पास अल्फाज नहीं है बोलने को. लेकिन आप सोचिए, इसी देश के अंदर 8,000 से ज्यादा बेगुनाह सिख और कितनी बहन बेटियों के साथ ये सब कुछ हुआ. उनके पेट चीरे गए, किस तरह से उनकी आंखों के सामने उनके बच्चों को जिंदा जलाया गया, किस तरह से पानी के लिए वो तड़पते रहे. एक बच्चा 1.5 दिन तक जिंदा रहा लेकिन उसको पानी नहीं मिला. एक माँ ने अपने बेटे और अपने पति, जो कि आर्मी का एक फाइटर था जिसने चीन के खिलाफ और पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ जंग लड़ी, उसको संस्कार करने के लिए, उसका अंतिम संस्कार करने के लिए अपने घर का फर्नीचर तोड़कर उसको आग लगाई, उसका संस्कार ऐसे किया. और उसके बाद यही सज्जन कुमार था, यही जगदीश टाइटलर था, यही एचकेएल भगत था, यही धर्मदास शास्त्री था, यही कमलनाथ था. ये क्यों खुले घूमते रहे 40 साल तक? सज्जन कुमार जेल में कब जाता है? 7 साल हो गए आज उसको जेल में लगभग. और वो कब जाता है जेल में? जब एनडीए की सरकार आती है, यूपीए की सरकार जाती है. अब ये जगदीश टाइटलर का केस तो सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग है. वही जगदीश टाइटलर है, वही सीबीआई है, वही कोर्ट है और वही विटनेस है. कुछ बदला नहीं है, कुछ नहीं बदला. बस इतना ही बदला है कि सरकार बदली. डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह जी ने इसको अपने कैबिनेट से बाहर निकाला था, ये कहकर ये अक्यूज्ड है. नानावती कमीशन की रिपोर्ट के ऊपर मुकदमा दर्ज हुआ, लेकिन वही डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह जी के राज के अंदर उसको क्लीन चिट मिल जाती है. और फिर वो क्लीन चिट कब वापस होती है? दिल्ली से गुरुद्वारा मैनेजमेंट कमेटी, तब कड़कड़ डुमा कोर्ट थी, हमने उसके अंदर, मैं तब जनरल सेक्रेटरी था, हमने उसके अंदर पिटीशन फाइल की है. फुल्का साहब बैठे हैं, इन्होंने जाके बहस करके कहा ये विटनेस तुम्हारे पास खड़े हैं, तुम क्लीन चिट दे रहे हो, ये तुम्हारे सामने कह रहे हैं हमारे सामने कत्लेआम हुआ है. तब सीबीआई ने कहा, क्योंकि एनडीए की सरकार आ चुकी थी, अच्छा अगर विटनेस हैं तो हम इसको री एग्जामिन करते हैं. Correct. और फिर 164 के बयान हुए. वही जगदीश टाइटलर, वही कोर्ट, वही सीबीआई, वही विटनेस. क्या अंतर है? एक ऐसी मानसिकता जिन लोगों ने सिखों को मरवाया था, उन्होंने इनको ताकत दी. और अर्नब, आज आप एक सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट जो बात आज देश सवाल पूछता है कांग्रेस से, क्या जगदीश टाइटलर इतना अहमियत रखता है जब कोर्ट ने कह दिया कि सफिशिएंट एविडेंस है इसके खिलाफ, व्हिच प्रूव्स दैट ही इज गिल्टी एंड ही शुड बी charges has been framed against him and the trial should start against him. उसके बावजूद आज जो कांग्रेस में बैठा, आप सोच कर देखिए, कांग्रेस को 8,000 बेगुनाह सिखों के कत्लेआम की कोई परवाह नहीं. उनको जगदीश टाइटलर चाहिए. वो कहते हैं सज्जन कुमार जगदीश टाइटलर हमारे लिए भगवान के रूप हैं, क्योंकि उन्होंने राहुल गांधी की दादी राजीव गांधी की मां का बदला लेते हुए 8,000 बेगुनाह सिखों को मरवाया है. ये सच्चाई है. इसको कोई माने ना माने, टीवी चैनल इसको बुला दे कर दें, लेकिन हमारे दिलों से तो नहीं ये बात निकल सकती. हमने तो देखा है सामने होता और लड़ रहे हैं. और 40 साल तक लड़ने पे 40 साल बाद एक दरिंदे को कोर्ट के सामने पेश होना, 13 तारीख को भी पता नहीं कितने बहाने लगाएगा, बीमार हो जाएगा.
सिरसा साहब, so many people saw him. मैं चाहता हूं कि आज मैं इनको तो आइकॉन मानता हूं फॉर द फाइट फॉर जस्टिस फॉर सिख्स. एच.एस. फुल्का जी सीनियर सुप्रीम कोर्ट एडवोकेट हैं.
अर्नब, 30 more seconds please before Pulka साहब starts. देखिए सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग क्या है इस फैक्ट के अंदर, इसके अंदर कोई ऐसा एविडेंस नहीं है कि जो चोरी कत्ल हुआ था, रात को गोली चली, पता नहीं किसने चलाई, वेपन रिकवर, कुछ नहीं है. सबके सामने दिन दिहाड़े कत्लेआम किया, और जिनका कत्लेआम किया उनके परिवार के लोग कह रहे हैं हमने इनको कत्लेआम करते देखा है. लेकिन कांग्रेस कहती ना 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 ना, इनको मत कहना, ये तो हमारे हीरो हैं, इनके खिलाफ हम कभी कार्रवाई नहीं करेंगे. ये अंतर है.
फुल्का साहब, I remember that almost 9-10 years back you came on my program और मैंने एक सरप्राइज की थी. मैंने कहा था, जगदीश टाइटलर को बुलाया था मैंने, वो आए, नर्वस थे, ही वॉज शिवरिंग इन फैक्ट। फिर मैंने बोला आप फुल्का जी के साथ डायरेक्ट डिबेट क्यों नहीं करते? तो फिर उन्होंने कहा ओके, मगर हमको, वी डिड नॉट टेल हिम दैट फुल्का जी वॉज सिटिंग देयर एंड वी सेड ओके हियर इज मिस्टर फुल्का एंड फुल्का जी वॉज सिटिंग देयर। अभी भी व्यूअर्स गो बैक ऑन द इंटरनेट एंड चेक द क्लिप व्हेन जगदीश टाइटलर ने जब देखा कि टीवी स्क्रीन पर मेरे ऑपोजिट फुल्का जी बैठे, नहीं मैं डिबेट नहीं करूंगा, भाग गए प्रोग्राम से। ही गॉट सो स्कैर्ड, which means he's scared of Mr. Fulka. He knows that Mr. Fulka knows everything that he has done. So I invite Mr. Fulka to tell us in 2-3 minutes how Jagdish Tytler carried out the killings. How did he carry out the killings, sir?
You see, the one thing is, this is very, very unfortunate that after 40 years of the incident, we are sitting over here and celebrating the start of the trial.
True, sir.
Now, framing of the charges is start of the trial. I mean, after 40 years, a trial is started, we are celebrating that. This is so unfortunate. It's such a failure of the system. A powerful person can cripple the system like this, that the wheels of justice even don't start. Now, in this case, you see, first of all, no case was registered against him in spite of the number of allegations against him, number one. Number two, when the Nanavati Commission recommended the registration of case, that time Manmohan Singh government rejected the recommendation. Then there was hangama in the parliament. Not only the opposition, but the parties who were supporting, the Communists and CPM, who were supporting the UPA, they also came out. They said, you have to register the cases. Faced with this situation, it was directed that the case be registered. Jagdish Tytler was the cabinet minister at that time. He had to resign. Thereafter, hurriedly CBI filed the closure report. In October 2007, CBI filed the closure report. Now you see CBI Premium Investigation Agency filing the closure report, and within a month the court is sending it back. And within a month, the court in 2007 itself sent it back that you have not investigated properly. You have not even examined the witnesses. Second time in 2009 again, they filed the closure report just before the Lok Sabha elections. And then after filing the closure report, immediately the ticket to Jagdish Tytler was declared. Then that journalist, Jarnail Singh, he threw a shoe on the Home Minister Chidambaram. After that ticket was withdrawn. That closure report is also rejected by the court. Third time again CBI filed the closure report. Third closure report also rejected by the court. Then the court said, now the court will monitor the investigations. It is the result of the monitoring of the investigations by court that the proper investigations are conducted and now the charge sheet was filed. Now this is as far as the title is concerned. Now I tell you one thing. Since Mr. Sarsha mentioned about this, the unfortunate incident of the Kolkata and what is going on. Now I tell you in this, Mishra Commission in its report, which was submitted in 1986, February 1987, that report was submitted. Mishra Commission in its report mentions a case of Sultanpuri where a girl was to get married. The mob attacked their house. The girl's father, brother, chacha, mama, taya, fuffad, dada, nana, nine male members of family were killed, and they kidnapped that girl. And they kept her for three days. And after 3 days,
same Congress party now talks of Bharat Jodo. Ye sab karne ke same Congress party.
Now just listen. Mishra, a Supreme Court judge, mentioned it in the report, but don't say register a case. And thereafter, what the government does? Government also don't take any action. And that person whom that widow Padmi Kaur has named, whose name is mentioned in the Mishra Commission report, that person is given the ticket after that. But this is the kind of things which is happening. You see, there is a large-scale exploitation of the woman.
No, problem is what happens is...
exploitation of the woman which has happened. And those people are...
What happens is, you know, the danger is, Mr. Fulka, that large majority of the people in this country are under 30 years of age. 1984 was 40 years back. That is, someone who is 50-year-old today would be 10-year-old then. They would have no memory. That means anybody below 40 years of age has no living memory. उनको पता ही नहीं कि 84 में कुछ ऐसा हुआ, राजीव गांधी ने ऐसा कुछ करवाया, and they don't care. तो आज योगेंद्र यादव का हाथ पकड़ के राहुल गांधी भारत जोड़ो कर रहे हैं. उनको लग रहा है भारत के लोग भूल गए. आकाशदीप मुनि, केजरीवाल को भी लग रहा है कि भारत के लोग भूल गए, तो कांग्रेस का समर्थन करो. किसी को याद नहीं है कि कांग्रेस ने क्या नरसंहार कराई थी. Nobody remembers that the Congress carried out a massacre. But I am telling you, we will remind the people. We are here to remind the people. Akashdeep, Aam Aadmi Party must explain why it is supporting the killers of Sikhs. And Bhagwant Mann must take a position on this. And on this issue, Aam Aadmi Party should break relations with the Congress if necessary.
Yes. In Punjab, there is no relationship with.
Oh, in Punjab there is. दिल्ली में बले
नहीं, सुनिए पूरी बात.
दिल्ली में बले
नहीं है. दिल्ली में भी जैसे अभी लग रहा है, दिल्ली में भी गठबंधन नहीं हो पाएगा. इस बार का इलेक्शन हम अलग से लड़ेंगे.
नहीं, वो क्या है आप?
What I am saying is today is that in 1984, a genocide happened. We all knew. And it took.
Did Congress party carry out the genocide?
Yes, they did.
And doesn't matter to you. Has Rahul Gandhi ever said sorry for that?
But today, Arnab ji, I also want to agree with Sirsa Saab what he was saying, that government तो बदल गई, पर चीजें बदली नहीं. आपको याद होगा 2014 में एक SIT बीजेपी ने बनाई थी, जिसका उन्होंने बोला था कि 1 साल के अंदर सिख राइट्स के किलर्स को वो जेल के अंदर पहुंचाएगी. आज 10 साल हो गए सर, अभी तक वो बाहर है. क्या ये सही है? अगर कांग्रेस के राज में वो बाहर
ऐसा नहीं.
सिरसा, मिस्टर सिरसा,
ये पता क्या है मतलब,
क्या समझ?
अरे मेरे भाई, तुम हमारा साथ ही दे सकते, मत दो. कम से कम आके झूठ तो टीवी पे मत बोलो ना. तुम्हें पता है केस का, ना तुम्हें SIT पता है कब बनी. क्या आपको पता है SIT के पास कितने केस थे? आपको बताओ उनमें से कितनों को सजा हुई? कैसे उठ के आ जाते हैं टीवी पे? और इतने सेंसिटिव इशू में, मेरे भाई, इतने सेंसिटिव इशू में ना, आप सुन लीजिए. अगर आपको जानकारी तो आपको जानकारी देते हैं. आप सुनिए, आपके लिए जरूरी है ये. आपके लिए जानना जरूरी है भाई. सुन तो लीजिए. अब आपने सवाल किया, आपके लिए जानना जरूरी है. आपकी जानकारी के लिए, आपकी मेमोरी के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है ये जानना. जो SIT बनी थी, उस SIT ने ही लोगों को 30 साल बाद घरों से निकालकर सजाए मौत और उम्र कैद दिया. आपकी जानकारी के लिए. एक दूसरा मैं आपको बता देना चाहता हूं, जो आपके अरविंद केजरीवाल जी हैं, वही ये जगदीश टाइटलर के गले मिल रहे थे और उन्होंने इसको कहा था कि जगदीश टाइटलर इज नॉट इन्वॉल्व इन 1984. ये आपके अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की स्टेटमेंट है. और तीसरी मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ, दिल्ली में कत्लेआम हुआ था. और दिल्ली में आप कांग्रेस के गले रखकर चलते हैं. और अरविंद केजरीवाल जी कहते थे हम सिखों को इंसाफ देंगे. इसलिए मैं तो पॉलिटिक्स लाना नहीं चाहता था. आपने खुद.
Why is Arvind Kejriwal supporting Jagdish Tytler?
आप मुझे बता.
अरविंद केजरीवाल जगदीश टाइटलर का समर्थन क्यों कर रहे हैं?
और आज भी किसी आम आदमी पार्टी की स्टेटमेंट आई है कि जगदीश टाइटलर कातिल, इसको बाहर निकालो. इन्होंने सिखों की वोटें ली है. आज भी किसी आम आदमी पार्टी की, या भगवंत मान की मुख्यमंत्री है, या किसी सिख से आपने सुना है किसी ने? नहीं, आप सुनिए ना, आप जवाब दीजिए ना मेरी बात का. भाई इधर उधर मत जाइए. मैं तो आपको सिंगल लाइन पूछ रहा हूँ. किसी भी सिख प्राइम मिनिस्टर, चीफ मिनिस्टर ने इस बात का आपके स्टेटमेंट दी है? किसी आपकी MLA ने स्टेटमेंट दी है? आप दे दीजिए. चलो आप दे दीजिए. आप तो उनके बुला रहे हैं, आप यहाँ पर आए, उनके साथ सिंपैथी रखते हैं. आप ही बोल दीजिए कि अगर अरविंद केजरीवाल जी इस जगदीश टाइटलर और कांग्रेस का साथ देंगे तो हम ऐसी घटिया पार्टी का साथ नहीं देंगे. आप ही बोल दीजिए. यहाँ पे हमें बड़ी खुशी होगी. आप ही बोल दीजिए.
पार्टी का साथ पंजाब में और जगदीश टाइटलर का साथ कभी अरविंद केजरीवाल नहीं देंगे. उन्होंने ट्वीट करके
पंजाब में नहीं देंगे, पर दिल्ली में देंगे. पर दिल्ली में देंगे तो क्या दिल्ली में देंगे? ये भी बता दीजिए. पूरी बात बोलिए. पूरी बात बताइए ना. अब आधा क्यों बोलते हैं? आप बोलिए कि दिल्ली में देंगे, पंजाब में देंगे. आप पूरी बात तो बोलिए ना. आप अधूरी बात क्यों बोलते हैं? अच्छा नहीं लगता अधूरी बात. आप बोलिए ना, फिर पूरा बोलिए. आप पूरा तो बोल दीजिए मेरे भाई। देखिए, आपको मैं एक विनती करता हूँ, आप भी मेरे तरह इंसान हैं। देखो भाई बहन जिनके गए हैं ना, उनकी पीड़ा समझिए। आप अपनी राजनीति से बाहर निकलिए, मेरी आपसे हाथ जोड़कर विनती है। बहुत सेंसिटिव इशू है। जिनकी बेटियां गई हैं, जिनके घर वाले गए हैं, आप सोचिए कि 8 लाख सिखों का कत्ल हुआ है। आप इस तरह की सफाइयां मत दीजिए। हमें पता है केजरीवाल ने क्या किया, हमें पता है। अब मत कीजिए। ये राजीव गांधी का भारत रत्न का वापस लेने का पास किया था लोकसभा अपने विधानसभा में, और 5 नंबर वापस ले लिया था।
कांग्रेस बैक, पुट इट डाउन।
इफ यू रिमेंबर, यही अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने विधानसभा में विधानसभा में पास किया था।
मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, मैं आपको I want to tell you ये हैबिट है कांग्रेस पार्टी की। I'll tell you 1 minute। मैं बताता हूँ। राहुल गांधी के जो मॉरल और स्पिरिचुअल और पॉलिटिकल गाइड है सैम पित्रोदा, इन्होंने कहा, इनको पूछा गया कि व्हाट अबाउट 1984? बोला हुआ तो हुआ, मारा तो मारा, 3000 सिखों का कत्लेआम हमने करवाया, हुआ तो हुआ। उसी तरीके से चिदम्बरम ने सरजील इमाम का सपोर्ट किया। The same way Congress supported Afzal Guru, Digvijay Singh supported Umar Khalid, Congress supported Yasin Malik, Congress brought in Kanhaiya Kumar, Congress supported Jignesh Mewani when he talked of street war. The same way Congress party is continuing to support Jagdish Tytler, the killer of 1984.
Arnab, do you intend to do the entire debate where you are taking pot shots at the Congress and not letting the
pot shot नहीं ले रहा, इसको डायरेक्टली मैं टारगेट कर रहा हूँ। मैं pot shot लेने वाला आदमी नहीं हूँ। I don't take pot shot. I'm not so subtle.
Accused in the riots. No. The Congress party has never backed the accused in the riots. Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, and Prime Minister Manmohan Singh have all publicly apologized for what happened in '94. Obviously, nobody can disagree with Fulka Saab or Sirsa Saab when they say that what happened was absolutely inhumane and wrong, and all the people who were accused.
चलो, it's so wrong, huh? इतना what a nice woke thing. 3000 लोगों को मारा, चलो wrong बोल दिया. What more do you want?
For over 10 years, and yet Jagdish
Tytler
is only being framed, only charges are being framed. Like Fulka Saab said that 10 years and we are celebrating that only the trial has commenced. If this government is so hell-bent on, or if their resolve is steadfast to give justice to the Sikhs, they should have acted in a more steadfast manner. They should have acted in a stricter manner, but they never did. Because all that they want to do is they want to politicize.
But you carried out the killing. No, Tytler carried out the killing or not? I'll read out a passage. No. Did Tytler kill Sikhs?
We are on the same side.
Did Tytler organize the killing of Sikhs? You are not on the same side. You can never be on the same side as Mr. Fulka.
He may or may not have done that. I can't say
may or may not have?
But yes, every government has failed the Sikhs in the
country. Mr. Fulka, abhi bhi is supporting Tytler.
No,
even now Congress is supporting Tytler.
I am not supporting Tytler. I am merely saying that the judicial process should have taken its course much earlier.
These are all
10+ years we've had the Modi government. We've had
okay,
government
Nikhil, Mr. Fulka.
Yet no government has acted
Mr. Fulka.
That is the fact of the matter, and the same applies to the 2002 Gujarat riots.
Mr. Fulka.
When the CBI,
Mr. Fulka, go on.
CBI gave him the closure report in 2007, that is the time they should have filed the charge sheet. When the CBI gave him the closure report in 2009, that is the time they should have filed the charge sheet. So that was the time the CBI should have acted and filed the charge sheet, done the proper investigation. And now the evidence which is come out, that was very much there even at that time also.
Yeah.
So in 2007 itself, I am not talking earlier that case should have been registered after 84 immediately because these are the murder cases. Now, but at least when the Parliament has passed a unanimous resolution, register the case and conduct the investigation, and the CBI should have expedited and conducted it at a fast pace, and in 2007 itself should have filed the charge sheet.
No, they haven't done that. Mr. Fulka, it's so clear. I really think that the way in which you have fought for justice is totally exemplary. And viewers, the point is very simple as I close here tonight. Rahul Gandhi is supporting the killers of Sikhs. Rahul Gandhi has confessed to me that Congress leaders did carry out a massacre of Sikhs. And now he's protecting the people who are accused of carrying out the massacre. What hypocrisy. I'll see you, ladies and gentlemen, on the other side on why I back what Himanta has done.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
QS&THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
The heartbeat of India's startup revolution, Bengaluru, is about to light up. With 20 visionaries and 4 insightful panels, uncover how the Union Budget 2024 shakes our emerging economy. Decode the impact only on Republic Digital Roundtable, Edition 1, Decoding the Budget Blueprint for Startups 2024, exclusively on Republic Digital.
मैं कहना तो नहीं चाहता, नॉर्थ साउथ को रेप का तो बहुत तजर्बा है, उनसे आगे पूछ सकते हैं कि कैसे होता है रेप, तो लोगों को समझाया जाए कि रेप कैसे होता है। मैं कहना तो नहीं चाहता, नॉर्थ साउथ को